What's up everybody? Michael here with Core Kites. We're here at Good Breeze Kiteboarding today and we're going to talk to you guys all about the new XC and Roamer and Spectrum wing foil lineup that Core has brought out. So we're going to start with the XC. I've got a 3.5 here. Some key points that we wanted to discuss about the XC wings. The wings are lightweight, they have low end power, they've got nice strong rigid handles for quality feedback and maneuverability, they're stable, and they're confidence inspiring. So the lightweight materials that Core brings to the table are the same materials that Core has with their kites, and it is the Exo-Tex material on the leading edge and is the Core-Tex 2.0. Super lightweight, ultra durable, resistant to stretching, and they also make it really easy for doing repairs. So if you ever rip it or tear it with your wing when you're learning to wing foil, the triple ripstop makes it super easy to be able to perform repairs. The wings are really lightweight. You feel it when you pick them up. They're super easy to move around, especially because we've got these rigid handles here. We've got the dual mini booms made of the same materials that we make our kite control bars out of. So they're strong, they're rigid, and when you move them around on the kite, it makes it so that you have a really strong and direct feel on the kite. So whether you want to, or on the wing, whether you want to lift it up over your head, or if you need to start doing some pumping to get you up and riding in some lighter conditions, the handles make it really easy, give you a lot of direct feedback. The shape of these wings makes it so that they have a lot of low-end power. So if you're riding in conditions where you might be a little bit underpowered, or you're riding in side-off conditions where you want to get some nice groomed waves, the low-end power makes it really easy for you to get up and ride. And it's super confidence inspiring. The equipment is really great for all levels of riding, whether you're a complete beginner, you're intermediate learning your first transitions, or you're an advanced rider getting out and catching some waves or doing some tricks. It's a fantastic wing for all levels and all disciplines. And the reason I can say this is because I was that guy. I was the guy who was a beginner, who started learning his first transitions, who's catching his first waves. I'm not really doing too many tricks quite yet. I don't really ride with straps, but I can tell you that I'm confident that this wing can do it because I've seen guys do it. It's fantastic. It comes in a range of different sizes. So we have a 2.5, a 3.0, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, 5.0, 5.5, 6.0, and then we jump from 6.0 up to a 7. So whatever conditions you want to ride in, whether it's super light winds for the 7 meter or super high winds like out in the gorge or storm chasing, we got the 2.5 for you too. It does come with windows, so there's no option to go with only windows, just the option with windows. I don't find that I use the windows all that often, but when I do, it's really nice to have. You get a little peek out there, and you see someone coming at you when you're riding, and it gives you the opportunity to say, oh, maybe I should lift the wing over my head and see if they're actually there. It's a great option. It has a soft handle in the front, so when you're riding waves, it makes it easy for you to reach up, grab the handle, and cruise around on the front of the wave. And it has this proprietary nozzle system that you've known with Core kites, where it's a one pump system, whether you want to pump it up with just one and you have this nozzle locked, you can do so, or if you want to pump them up individually and then to deflate, you can deflate them individually or as one as well, just like you've done with the Core kites. All right, next up we're going to talk about the new Roamer wing foil boards. These things are incredible. They are super lightweight, they're durable, made of a PVC carbon sandwich construction with an EPS self-vented foam core. They're lightweight, they're durable, they have a double concave towards the nose, they have a step back tail to make it easy for pumping, they've got a beveled rails, but the rails aren't round, they're nice and square, which makes it easy to release off the water. They're stable, so whether you're riding in chop or you're riding in flat water or you're riding in the waves, climbing up onto the board makes it really easy. They come in 5 different sizes. We've got 55, 70, 90, 110, and 130. What I've got here is the 90-liter board. It is my personal favorite. I think it's the most versatile for all of the conditions that I like to ride in. I'm riding mostly in small waves, anywhere from waist to chest high. Anything bigger than that, I usually transition to kiting, because I'm not quite there yet. But what I can tell you is that this is a confidence-inspiring board. It has allowed me to go from complete novice, a very beginner level, all the way up to the advanced level where I'm riding in waves, doing transitions, even thinking about doing some new tricks, things like that. What I've noticed, really cool thing about this board is that the pad on it actually doesn't rip you up. So a lot of other boards that I've ridden where I'm kneeling down on the board and I get done with my session and I'm like, look down and I've got these raspberries on my knees and I'm like, oh man, that pad ripped me up really bad, or even on the tops of my feet. I've even heard people say like, maybe I should get like pads for my knees, right? Well, you don't need to. This thing doesn't rip you up and it grips you really easy. So really nice, easy to use pad. It's even got a little bit of a like a recessed deck, like a cord out, like a recessed deck on the top, which makes the board a bit more stable, makes it easy for you to climb up on top of. All in all, the new Roamer board is great for all different styles of riding and all different levels of riding, whether you want to learn your first rides, learn some transitions, or go rip on some waves, or start doing 720s and backflips. This thing's got your back. All right, last up we've got the new Spectrum foils from Core. These things are awesome. They're a mid aspect ratio, so they're not super low, they're not super high. They're gonna get you that nice amount of glide, but also stability and carving. They have a really fantastic feel to them. They're really flowy. They're fantastic for riding in the surf, in my opinion. They're really good for beginners. When I was first learning, this thing was fantastic for me. And now at an advanced level, doing transitions and starting to get my first jumps, this thing's really making it easy for me. It comes in 5 different sizes. This is the smallest. This is a 950. The next size up is the 1250. This is what I'm riding the most right now. Then it goes to a 1550, an 1850, and then our largest is a 2150. Whether you have the 950, 1250, 1550, any of the sizes, they're all gonna have the same aspect ratio, which makes it a lot easier to get familiar with them. So if you wanna step down in size, so let's say you start with the 2150 and you wanna step down to the 18 or step down to the 15, it makes it really easy. These things feel comfortable on your first ride. So whether you hand it to someone who's been riding a different brand or has never been riding at all, as soon as you pop up, they feel confident on it right away. Some of the nice features about it is that if you look towards the end, I don't know if the camera angle's seeing it quite right, but they tip up just a little bit towards the tip. I think it's dihedral is what it's called, which makes it really easy for ventilation. So when the foil comes out of the water completely, or whether you're carving hard and you get just the tip out of the water, makes re-entry really easy. The connection point on it is really nice. Makes it easy for getting it on and off your fuselage, so you don't have to use a mallet or anything. You just pop it on, throw in some screws, and you're out for a session. And what you might have noticed is that we have carbon foils, but then when it comes to the fuselage, it is aluminum, and same thing for the mast. The fuselage only comes in one size, makes it easy for you to pick. Then the masts come in 4 different sizes. We have a 60 centimeter, 70 centimeter, 80 centimeter, and 90 centimeter. My preferred size is the 90 centimeter when I'm riding in the ocean, or 70 centimeter when I'm riding in the shallow water of Cape Hatteras, so that makes it easy so I don't drive my foil into the sand. The connection point for the mast is really easy. It has a plug. You just stick it right in there. If I didn't have the screws in, you could see how easy it goes in. And then same thing with the connection point for the rear stabilizer. You don't have to do any hammering or fitting. You just undo some screws, pop it on there. Makes it easy to go. We'll set it up for you so you can see what it looks like all built together. But overall, what I'd say about this setup is that it's lightweight, it's stiff, it is responsive, it is built to last, and it makes it really easy for all different levels of riding, whether you're a complete beginner or a totally advanced rider. And as you can see, that's kind of a staple of what I've been saying about the whole lineup here, is that it doesn't matter what skill level you're at, this equipment's really gonna maximize your capability and your opportunity for having a fun time. So the XC wings, the Roamer boards, the Spectrum foils, it's a really premium package. It's gonna get you on the water, riding whatever conditions you want. So if you're, a complete beginner, learning first timer, or if you're, learning your first transitions, or you're riding waves for the first time, or you're starting to get into tricks, or you're already an advanced freestyle rider, the whole setup is gonna get you dialed in and get you going on whatever conditions you're looking to do. The best thing for me was the ability to have it really simple. I didn't have to make these crazy decisions whether I wanted to ride ultra high aspect or super low aspect, or have to change my stabilizer, or whether I had to go with a 4.2 versus a 4.5 or something like that, in terms of the inflatables. It just made it really easy for me to learn, and that ease of learning gave me the confidence to keep going and get to a point where now I'm feeling really confident to go out and do freestyle and learn to ride in the waves. Another thing that's really nice about the Core product line is that we do have a 6-year parts guarantee. So in this ever-changing sport of wing foiling, it's so new, things are changing so rapidly fast that if you break something, in 5 years down the line, you haven't changed to any kind of upgraded package that may or may not come out from the brand, you're guaranteed to have parts in stock for 6 years, which is a really nice feature to have from a brand. And that's across the whole lineup, whether that's kite, surf, or wing foil. We have that 6-year parts guarantee. So if you're looking to pick up some product, you guys can reach out to Billy and John here at Good Breeze Kiteboarding. They're gonna get you all dialed in. These guys are pros. They've been doing it a long time, good friends of mine. And we'll see you guys during our next session. Happy shredding.